Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And Chandler, the Tigers are going to take on the Poplar Bluff Mules here tonight at home for our third straight home game. And the Poplar Bluff Mules are 0-2 coming into this one. Tigers 1-1. Poplar Bluff has already played Park Hill Central, who Central will play next week on the road. Poplar Bluff lost that game to Park Hill Central, and they lost 34-13. So I talked to Coach Gibbs a little bit about it, and we'll talk about it again here in the pregame interview. You know, you really can't use this as a game. You can for us, but for them down on the field, they're going to focus on this game and not really worry about how well they play here compared to what it'll be like for Park Hill Central. You got to work on this game first. Tigers lost last week with 13 seconds to go, basically. Hillsborough scored a touchdown to take the final lead of the game. As it came down to the wire, it was a very good game, very exciting game.
It was. We had a lot of fun calling that game, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely makes it a little bit easier to do our job when there's a lot more going on down on the field.
Exactly.
So we're going to go ahead and we'll step aside, and then when we come back, we'll have the interview with Coach Gibbs. And you're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM. I hope this works. I made the slides into a video that should be timed out just right. Can you grab the, you have to grab the window. You have to grab that end of the window and pull it.
Oh, this end here?
Yeah. Because I can't get this thing to budge. There we go. Jeez. Way harder than it should have been.
Yeah. I do believe, yeah. I believe it will. You got a picture of Garber or something?
Yeah. I Googled.
Okay.
I Googled stuff. So now, after this, let's see if it does what I want it to do. I think it's a little bit behind. It is a little bit behind. So that plays while he's saying. Now I got the coaches interview. Oh man, it didn't fit on there right. Shit. Didn't look like that originally, now it does.
Look at this. There are 21 accounts.
They're all those spam accounts. Yeah.
Why are they doing that? Who does that?
I don't know. Someone.
Is it just like one stupid person?
Probably.
I don't want to click on the link in case it's like a
I
virus.
know,
you
yeah.
know? Look at that. That's all just liked by scammers. And William Harrison.
Yeah.
You know Gary Wright? He died.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we direct your attention to the track for our Little Tiger cheerleaders.
Back here at Cape Central High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And Chandler, we are getting ready to start this game as the Tigers will kick off here to start it. I believe they deferred the coin toss. So they'll kick away to start this game between them and the Poplar Bluff Mules. And the last two, you heard Coach Gibbs mention it, the last two games, the Tigers have both won. This one is a pretty deep kick back to almost the 5-yard line, and they'll bring it out past the 20 to the 25. And about the 21-yard line, they'll be knocked down. We are underway. So the Tigers won the first game last year 14-7, last second. Like Coach Gibbs said, last second knockdown in the end zone. Poplar Bluff was going for it all. And then the district championship was here. Tigers won that one 22-16 over Poplar Bluff. So they went 2-0 against the Mules last year, so Poplar Bluff may be looking for some revenge. They started out their season 0-2 so far. A little bit of work to do to turn it around.
I think it's a great night for football.
Yeah, the weather's perfect.
It feels awesome.
Take the snap, quick throw across over to the right side, and it'll be brought down at the 33-yard line. Second and 2. Second and 2, and Poplar Bluff will set up in the gun. Got two receivers to the right. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to get wrapped up and brought down in the backfield by number 20, Malachi Smoot. Big tackle for a loss of 6 by Malachi Smoot. Makes it 3rd and 8. Well, they've got a little bit more to work with than what they were hoping for after that second play. Tiger defense did not fall for the fake handoff. They went straight at him. Malachi Smoot, the only one to get a hand on him, but he made sure to make it count. Handed up the middle, and I don't think he gained anything, so that'll bring up 4th and 8. Yep, 4th and 8.
That is 3 and out there, Ryan.
Good start, yeah. Good start for the defense.
Yeah, very good start. See what the offense can do when they come
Tigers wearing they're not wearing black tonight, they're wearing that real dark gray. Kind of like the smoky gray jerseys that Tennessee wears. It's really dark gray. We'll punt this one away. And it's going to bounce at about the 35 and take he's going to pick it up and take it out. And he gets out past the 30. So not a bad return after what could have been a bad bounce. The Tigers take over. First and 10 on their own 33-yard line.
You're a Volunteers fan, right?
That's right, yeah.
You like their coach too, right?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. People tell me I look a lot like him.
I definitely see the resemblance.
Yeah.
I do.
I was actually at a store last year wearing a Tennessee shirt and a Tennessee hat. And the guy looked at me and he kind of looked away and then he looked again and he goes, "You know, I thought you were the coach for Tennessee for a second." And quick handoff, they're going to run it up the right side for a gain of, looks like 9. Keyshawn Boyd takes over. It's 2nd and 1.
Boyd having a great season so far.
Tigers will set up with 3 receivers to the left side. Jathan Spain, the quarterback. And he looks left. He's going to roll to his right. He'll throw downfield. And it's caught near the 35-yard line. And they're going to mark him down at the 35. So a big gain to Paul, or big pass to Paul Tran. And we get to the 35, so 32-yard pass. We got 2 receivers now this time on both sides. For Jathan Spain and Boyd in the backfield. He's going to put Thomas in motion. And he'll throw it to Thomas. Oh, he's going to throw downfield, and it's complete. Wide open for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers, as they make it 6-0 here. Right off the bat. What a play by the Tigers. Yes, a little flea flicker.
That fooled everybody.
Oh, yeah.
There's nobody just back there as a defending Paul Tran.
It fooled us.
I wasn't expecting
I
that.
thought, oh no, he's going to get wrapped up there in the backfield. And nope. We're going to go ahead and just pass it on downfield. That's how you compete against a team that knows you like to run the ball. As there's a flag on the play, so the kick doesn't count. It's going to be on Poplar Bluff, so offside. Yeah, so when you play a team that is planning for you to run the ball, that's how you do it. You give your running back the ball to throw it. So now they're going to worry about whether or not he's throwing the ball or just going to run the ball.
I'm sure they've been practicing that.
Snap is good, the hold is good, the kick is up, and it's good. So 7-0 Tigers right off the bat on just 3 plays. 1 running play and then 2 passing plays. And the Tigers score a passing touchdown from Player Thomas to Paul Tran. We'll stick it right. We'll just stick right here. But, I mean, that's what you want to do. Is you want to get things started. Take 3 plays to get into the end zone. You start on your own 33. It'll take 3 plays to get to your end zone.
Couldn't ask for a better start if you're Central.
That took a minute and 3 seconds to score. Poplar Bluff's going to try to do something again here on offense. Kick is away. It's kind of a line drive, and off the fingertip, picked up there about the 10-yard line. And bring it out to the 20. They're working it over to the far sideline to the 25, to the 30, to the 40. And he tries to avoid some tacklers and does a pretty good job at least avoiding two before he gets brought down at the 45-yard line. So a pretty good return there for Poplar Bluff. And get the number. Jay Soto. And you get a timeout by somebody. Too busy looking at the roster to try to figure out who is going. They haven't taken any timeouts off. Not sure. I think Taylor, you've got something to say.
Sure do. While we take this time out, we want to tell you about the Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center. Their vision is to provide an environment for students to make career connections and advancements through education and training. The Cape Career and Technology Center. Also want to tell you about All-State Agency Hester. It's an experience what it's like to have an insurance agent who truly cares about you. All-State, the Hester Agency, you're in good hands at Hester. All their own 45 for the Poplar Bluff Mules. 1st and 10. Or the second possession of the game. We'll see what they do here on first down.
Quick pass over to the near sideline. He avoids one tackler, but then he's going to get wrapped up and brought down by 3 Tiger defenders. Darius Graham on the reception for the second and 6, 4-yard gain on the pass. The quarterback, Jay Edmondson, runs back out into the field with the play and relay it to the huddle. They're going to set up with 5 receivers, 3 on the left, 2 on the right. Edmondson puts a man in motion and gets the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, run it right up the middle, and get across the Tiger 40-yard line to about the 37.
Nice little run there by Jay Edmondson.
So 1st and 10 from the 37. As the Mules break the huddle. Last week, Hillsboro did not huddle. It was no huddle offense the whole game. Man in motion, he'll hand it off this time. He's going to get wrapped up in the backfield and brought down for a loss back to the 41-yard line. That was Colin McBride. Sorry, that's an O, not an A. Colin McBride. So 2nd and 13. A loss of 3 yards. They mark it at the 40, not the 41. Two receivers on each side. He'll step back to pass. Edmondson throwing downfield. His man's open. The catch is made on the far sideline at the 12-yard line. So that was a good pass and a good catch.
They'll call that a catch.
Right there on the sideline.
Will he be in bounds or not? I guess, yeah, they'll say he was in. 1st and 10 for the Mules.
6:37 to go here in the first quarter. Mules having a much better drive this time than they did in their first possession. As they will set up with 3 receivers to the right side, 2 to the left. And we get a whistle and a flag. And it's going to be on Poplar Bluff, I think. Nope, it's offside on Cape Central. You confused me through that flag more towards the Poplar Bluff side of the line than the Cape Central one. So
It'll be 1st and 5 now. They'll put the ball on the 7.
took a second off the clock. Although the clock shouldn't have ran. Well, they did snap it right when the whistle blew. Edmondson will fake the handoff, and he's going to get swallowed up. Let's see where they mark him. It looks like he may lose a yard back in the end. Second and 6. They're now going to 9, so it's second and 7. And the Mules waiting on that play. Play clock down to 15. Edmondson will relay it now to the huddle. And no break, as he's got 3 receivers to his left and 1 to his right. He's got 1 man in the backfield. He's going to fake the handoff, quick throw over to the far side. And he's going to make it into the end zone. No, he stopped short. And they're going to stop him at the 1-yard line. So an 8-yard gain on the play makes it 1st and goal for the Mules. It looked like, from here, it looked like that play wasn't going to amount to much. But he just ran right past the defense and worked his way all the way down to the 1-yard line.
He did.
We're going to set up in the I formation. Right up under center is Edmondson. He's going to fake the handoff to the first running back and get it to the other, and he's in. Actually waited a little too long to call that a touchdown. It looked like he was in almost right off the bat. And it's 7-6 Tigers.
See how Poplar Bluff does on kicking here.
I'm not completely sure who scored that touchdown. Might have been Soto. Kick is a line drive, but it goes through. So they tie it up at 7. 7-7 with 5:15 to go here in the first quarter. And we'll step aside for a quick break. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
What is that to?
I think it's because it's two iPads are connected. This guy says former Poplar Bluff Mule, class of 2010, tuning in from Chico, California.
Do we have people commenting?
Yeah. All these. That's the same as that one, but yeah, these guys.
I've never really noticed any comments on that before.
It's like a live comment thing, and for some reason they don't stay on.
Give them a little shout out. Back here at Cape Central High School, I'm Ryan Winkler, and returned by the Tigers. Gets out to the 41-yard line. Game tied at 7. As the Tigers take over, 5:10 left here in this first quarter. Spain will set up with 2 receivers to the right and 1 to his left. Boyd in the backfield, they're going to hand it off to Boyd. Boyd will run it around the outside to the near sideline and get tripped up and out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A little score update here for you, Ryan. So, Jackson and Farmington right now. Jackson currently leads 7-3. And also, we'll be keeping an eye on Sykeston versus Kenneth this evening, too. No score update yet, but we will be keeping you posted on that one, too.
Thanks for Joe Bob Cameron. Have to rely on him. Snap to Spain. They're going to give it to Boyd. Boyd will get enough for the first down. And he'll be brought down at the 46-yard line. First and 10 from the Poplar Bluff 46. Boyd back in the backfield. Boyd and Thomas in the backfield this time. Two receivers. Pitch back to Thomas. He's going to spin around, and he's not going to be able to get away from that defender. And he'll be wrapped up and brought down for a loss. It'll bring up second down.
He's hoping for maybe another
flea flicker, yeah. Loss of 6 on the play there. Second and 16. .404 to go here in the first quarter as the Tigers break the huddle. Spain will set up with 3 receivers over there on the right, to his right. None on his left. And he'll fake the handoff. Quick throw across the middle. It's caught by Thomas. Thomas will get across the original line of scrimmage. He'll be brought down at the 40-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Thrown about near where the tackle was. And it's a personal foul. Face mask on Poplar Bluff. It'll be an automatic first down. Now we're moving closer to the end zone as they look to try to take the lead here with 3:43 to go in the first quarter. With the ball at the 24-yard line. So first and 10 from the 24. Spain, he's got 2 receivers to the left, 2 in the backfield. He'll fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. And there's another flag come flying in. He's brought down at about the 20-yard line. And looks like it's going to be on Cape Central this time. Yeah, it's on Cape Central. Let's see if they actually tell us what it is. The holding on the Tigers. We'll repeat first down. It will be from the spot of the foul. It's all the way back to the 35. So first and 21. Got a long way to go. Man in motion, that's Thomas. Spain stepping back to pass. Quick throw, and it's incomplete. No, flag comes in. And that's another holding penalty on the Tigers. Oh, so it's going to be first and a mile.
Yeah, they can't afford these penalties too much. Just going to keep pushing them back.
First and back to the 45. First and 31. Went from the 35 to the 45. First and 31. Get first and a mile.
You'll see first and 31.
Not very often. First and 21 yards. Just get back to that original line of scrimmage. Spain will roll. Throws across his body. And the pass is incomplete. And no flag. So it'll be second and 31. 3:01 to go here in the first quarter.
So Kennan is currently up 8-0 over Sykeston. So first quarter.
guessing. You read the rest of that. Don't read it out loud. I'm guessing Kennett wins for 2 then. Maybe they don't have a kicker.
Yeah.
Even after they got a safety somewhere and missed the extra point.
Assume so.
So Spain, 2nd and 31. Gets the snap, hands it off to the 35, and then tackled from behind is Keyshawn Boyd as he gets all the way to the 33-yard line. So nice 12-yard gain there for Keyshawn Boyd. Makes it 3rd and 19.
Still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, that's the problem right there. Still have 19 yards to go. Still have 9 yards just to even get back to the original line of scrimmage. And you're kind of in that position on the field where there's really not much else you can do but go for it. Spain will avoid the sack. Quick throw. Nice catch by Boyd, and Boyd's going to take it to the 20, 15, 10, 5, into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh my gosh, how in the world did he pull that off? 33-yard touchdown pass from Spain to Boyd. And he more or less was just throwing it to, oh, there's a flag on the play.
Hope this one's not coming back.
Let's see what they, oh, here we go. We need the referees to be microphoned up.
Talking.
Yeah, now the head referee's going to talk to Coach Gibbs. So either they're not sure how many yards this penalty is, or they're still discussing. I don't know what they could be discussing. If it's even a penalty, I don't know. So it's something on Central. Oh, an illegal man downfield. Jeez. So it's going to push him back. So they're going to get the penalty from the spot of the foul, it looks like. I guess. Because we only moved back 1 yard to the 34.
Yeah, that hurts.
So they're going to wipe that off the stat sheet here.
3rd and 19. Ball 33.
3 receivers over there on the far sideline. And Spain steps back. He's going to run up into the pocket. Now he's going to try to keep it himself. He'll get wrapped up from behind and brought down at the 30-yard line. So he gains 4. And it's 4th and 16. You can't punt it. You can't kick a field goal. That's a long field goal. You're gonna have to go for it. And hope that if you don't get to the first down, you at least get close, pin Poplar Bluff at least back into inside their own 20-yard line. Spain with 2 receivers steps back to pass, throws downfield, and it's incomplete. So they'll turn it over on downs, and the Mules will take over at the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line, with the game tied at 7.
So we will tell you about you can visit them on Caesars Drive in game for a group selection of carpet, hardwood, and LVT. I'll also tell you about the Cape Career Technology Center. Their vision is to provide an environment for students to make career connections and advancements through education and training.
The Poplar Bluff offense will take over. With 58 seconds to go in the first quarter. Quick handoff, running it up the middle, and he'll be brought down. Actually, he won't be brought down. He's going to be marked down at the 33-yard line, so a gain of 3 for Poplar Bluff. 2nd and 7. Down to 30 seconds on the game clock here in the first quarter. Play clock down to 18, and Poplar Bluff has yet to break the huddle. There you go. Play clock down to 12. Set up with 2 receivers on each side and a running back in the backfield, a lone running back in the backfield. Edmondson gets them to jump, and that'll give them a 5-yard penalty with 8 seconds left in the first quarter. That'll make it 2nd and 2. Maybe that's not Edmondson. Might be Mason West. Looks like a 9 now. It is a 9. So that's Mason West. And okay. Clock starts up again, and that'll do it for the first quarter.
I do still see him.
He's still out there, yeah. So after 1 quarter, Tigers and the Mules are tied at 7. We'll be back after this. Listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube on Cape Central Sports. Here to start the second quarter. And we flip the field here to the 2 teams. And now we get a flag, and it's going to be a false start on Poplar Bluff, I believe. Yep. So that 5-yard penalty from the offside by the Tigers is now basically wiped clean, because they'll go back 5 yards now after the false start. So we're back to 2nd and 7. Back to pass. West will throw across. It's caught on the near sideline, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That is Darius Graham, the receiver for the Mules. So 1st and 10 from the 45. .53 to go here in the first half. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. West trying to get him to jump. Inside 4, quick throw across over the right side. It's caught. Across the 50 to 45 to the 40, and they're going to mark him down at the 39-yard line, so a first down for the Mules. 1st and 10 from the Tiger 39.
say Poplar Bluff's hanging in this game pretty well. Maybe a little closer than some people would
I think
thought.
so, yeah. And that's one of the things you kind of look at that 0-2 record and you think, well, this isn't going to be that hard of a game. But Poplar Bluff, I mean, that's what happened last week. Hillsboro was looking at the schedule from last year and they saw Central beat them real easy. Yeah. And Central hung with them all the way to the end. As the snap and the handoff is going to be marked as no gain, no loss. So 2nd and 10. Soto again? Soto is the man taking the handoff there for Poplar Bluff. As the Mules break the huddle with 15 on the play clock. The 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And the running back to his right. He's going to step back to pass, quick throw downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. And he tried to catch it down the sideline with that foot, but it was out of bounds. He tried to drag his foot, keep it in, but hits the sideline before he makes the catch. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Third and 10 with 10:28 to go in the first half. As Poplar Bluff breaks the huddle. Play clock down to 12. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Stepping back to pass. West across the middle, too high, and it's going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. In the same situation the Tigers were in. You're too close to punt it, too far to kick it. So they're going to have to go for it and hope they get something. If they don't get the first down, at least gain some yards to make it a little bit harder for Central when they take over. Oh, Sykeston scores. They go for 2. They tied up at 8. Everyone's shocked. A timeout by Poplar Bluff. We'll take it with them. They didn't like to look at the defense. We'll be back after this. Back here, second quarter, 10:24 to go. As the Mules, 4th and 10, they're going to step back. West, quick throw across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs for Poplar Bluff. So the Tigers will take over with 10:20 to go in the second quarter. Tigers and the Mules defense both causing some problems for each other's offenses. What started out as kind of an offensive game has turned into a defensive game. Spain sits up with 2 tailbacks and 2 receivers to the left side. going to hand it off. Boyd will run it around now. The outside past the 50 to the 45, the 40, 35, 30. And he's tripped up at about the 25-yard line. See where they mark him. Looks like they're going to mark him down just shy of the 25. Looks like maybe the 26, 27-yard line.
Great run there.
Another 33-yard run there for Boyd.
He's having quite the season. Especially that first game.
That first game, 220 yards, 4
4
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Bain hands it off. Trying to run it up the left side. It was Boyd once again. Second and 6. Actually, 9.5 to go here in the second quarter. As the Tigers break the huddle, play clock's down to 15. 2 receivers here on the right, 2 tailbacks. And then hand it off to Thomas this time. And he will get past the first down marker by, looks like a yard, down to the 16-yard line. A 7-yard gain for Zaire Thomas. With 9:05 to go. First half, 20 seconds on the play clock. Tigers break the huddle a little bit faster this time. And Spain will fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself, running it up the middle. And he will be brought down at the 7 or 8 yard line. It's at the 8-yard line. So a gain of 8 for Spain. A quick no huddle here for the Tigers. And then we get a whistle. And a timeout by Poplar Bluff. Poplar Bluff did not like the no huddle offense, so they will take a timeout as the Tigers are working their way downfield.
So as we take this time out, we will tell you about Stone Mountain Flooring. They are proud supporters of the Cape City Tigers. You can visit them on Seawoods Drive in Cape for a premier selection of tile, carpet, hardwood, and IPT. Go Tigers!
2nd and 2 from the 8-yard line. That's the timeout clock that's up there. So we got a new scoreboard here at Cape Central. It's an all-video board, and they are able to change the clock now to match how much time's left in the timeout. So I'm still not used to that. So when I looked up and it said 20 seconds, I thought, how in the world did we get down to 20 seconds already? What's going on?
A little score update for you. Jackson and Farmington. So Jackson is currently up 21-11. Sykeston and Kent are tied 8-8. That's after the first quarter. Both games that we'll be following as we go along. Well, we've got a tie ball game here. Cape Central.
Some games this week. 8:30 left here in the first half. Both teams taking their time coming out of the timeout. 8.5. Tigers will line up at the 8-yard line. 2 tailbacks, 2 receivers to the left. Spain will get the snap, hand it off. And Boyd will run it into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Tigers score again. Make it 13-7.
Boyd's first touchdown of the evening, but I'm going to guess it probably won't be his last.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good pretty good guess
I
there.
had to place a bet. I would say he'll probably get back into the end zone. Just have to see.
So the lineup here for the extra point, Joey Charlton. The kicker for the Tigers, a freshman. The snap and the hold, and the kick is up, and it's good. 14-7 Tigers. Bluff here with 8:25 to go. And the first half. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Who was that?
Strickland guy, I guess. Kickoff will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. A nice little kick there for the Tigers and Joey Charlton. So we will start at the 20-yard line. That's the first touchback we've seen this season, Chandler.
First one.
Yeah. Joey Charlton must have been a little pumped up to kick that one into the end zone. It did bounce once, but still, it was the deepest one he's kicked so far.
Well, he's having a great season as far as extra points go.
Yeah, he is.
10 for 10.
I think he's 10 for 10, yeah. That's the first number that popped in my head was 10. So 3 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. West will throw straight across. It's caught on the near sideline, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. That is Darius Graham, the receiver for Poplar Bluff. It's a gain of 9, 2nd and 1 from the 30-yard line. Well, they're 29. Will set up this time 3 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. As West will get the snap, quick throw on the near sideline. It's caught. That's enough for a first down. It'll spin right into his defender and be brought down. That is Romeo Wantor, receiver for the Mules. Chandler, is it just me or is their roster blurry?
It's more blurry than Capes is.
I think, yeah, however they sent their roster in did not print well. I think that's a problem.
At least we got some lights in there.
Yeah, thankfully we have lights. Tries again with that hard count again. This time he'll hand it off. No, he's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself. He'll get to the 45. And he'll gain an extra yard. Oh, they're going to give him 2 extra yards. Looks like they're going to give him a first down. Looks like he got to that 47-yard line. First and 10 from the 47. So we have one Pittman down there on the sideline in crutches because he had surgery on his ankle. The other Pittman down there without crutches, who's the quarterback. And And we get a flag on Poplar Bluff. It's going to be a false start on the Mules. It's going to be 1st and 15. Declan Pittman got hurt there in the first game of the season against St. Charles. He actually back up. He actually got hurt in the Jamboree. He was fine, good enough, I guess, to play that first game, and then got hurt about halfway through. As that is incomplete, a deep pass down the middle. It was a little too far in the middle for his receiver. That might have been Jay Edmondson.
Yeah, Ryan, do you think Pittman will we see him play again this season? Or?
The fact that he's not on any crutches right now may be a good sign, because I think it's something with his knee. So as long as he's not on crutches, it should be okay, I would think. Because Gavin's over here on the...
Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin's got the crutches on the far sideline here. Quick pass, and it's caught this time by the 50, and it'll be knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line, so that'll be enough probably for a first down, and it is. They're going to move the chains. 7:06 to go, 1st and 10, Romeo Wantor, the receiver for the Mules. Almost halfway through this second quarter. The Mules took over with about 8:25, so not a long drive, it just seems like. Nice quick pass, and it's too high off the fingertips of Wantor. And it's incomplete.
So try to go back to him again, and this time he's not.
Yeah, this time was a little too quick. So it looks like Edmondson's back in at quarterback here for Poplar Bluff. Let's see what number he's got when he turns here to throw. Yep, that is Edmondson. He's going to step up, and there comes a flag in. He'll be wrapped up at about the 40 and brought down. Let's see what this penalty is, and it may be on Poplar Bluff. It's probably been the most relaxed referee crew I've seen. They usually tell the kids to back up. You see it all the time on TV in college and the pros that tell them to go back, move away while we discuss. But the Mules are moving back as they've been told what the penalty is. And now we wait for the referee to signal to us. It is a holding penalty on the Mules. Still moving back into their territory, to their 47-yard line. So it's 2nd and long for the Mules.
Already kind of had our fair share of penalties.
Yeah. We kind of got spoiled those first 2 games. There weren't that many penalties.
Not too many.
Not compared to this one, at least. Step back to pass. Edmondson will throw downfield. He's wide open, and the catch is made. And he's just going to be able to walk it into the end zone for the touchdown. That is Darius Graham for Poplar Bluff. And they make it 14-13. He was wide open. I don't know if his defender lost him, or it just they expected a run and took their chances. I'm thinking that maybe somebody lost their coverage, and that's why he was so open downfield the way he was. So the extra point is up, and it's good, and we're tied at 14 with 6:46 to go here in the first half. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching it on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
It's pretty cool up here, Ryan.
What's that?
I said it's getting pretty cool up here. Change the settings up a little bit. That's not a good sign.
That's not good.
Do I can turn it off?
Maybe turn it off, yeah.
I want this thing to explode up here. We'd be in trouble.
Back here at Cape Central High School as the Mules are ready to kick this one away after scoring a touchdown. They tie it up at 14. And it's going to bounce. Oh, it's going to get past. Pick it up after the 15, down to the 20, 25. Turned into a pretty decent run or decent return there. Did the Tigers. And that was number 22. Nope. Number 22 on the roster. I'm not sure who that was. But the Tigers take over on their own 27-yard line with 6:38 left here in the second quarter. And we get a whistle. And a timeout on the field, maybe? Nope, Poplar Bluff takes their last timeout here in the first half already. 6:38 left here in the second quarter, so that's going to be a long time to go without any more timeouts. Especially if you get the ball back with just a few minutes left here before halftime and you want to try to get a score. Because Central will receive the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit harder to do that.
Yeah, they had to burn a couple timeouts. One was they just weren't ready for whatever Central was going to play, or whatever play they were going to run. I'm sorry. So they just didn't like the look of it. I think they took another one too when the Tigers lined up on defense. I think they were, because they haven't been close to giving any kind of delay a game penalty. They just didn't like the look. Either the Coach Sievers for Poplar Bluff, he just didn't like the way the defense looked, or his offense wasn't lined up the way he wanted them. And he took that second time out. So 6:38 to go, second quarter. As the Tigers line up, two receivers to the left, two in the backfield. Spain will get the snap. He's going to pitch it back towards Thomas. Thomas will break through out to the 40, out past the 40. And it'll be the 42-yard line. So a nice 15-yard gain there for Thomas. And off to Thomas again. He's going to stop and he'll get brought down for a loss of 2. Tried to put on the brakes and get the defense to run past him, but they got wrapped up.
Between Boyd and Thomas, this running game is really strong this season for the Tigers. I've enjoyed calling these games. Good to see these two guys out there.
Now it's just Boyd in the backfield, with Thomas lining up on the left side with the two other receivers. Oh, no, he didn't. I was going to say he's probably going to go in motion, but he's not. Quick throw, and it is caught. The referee says he caught it before it hit the turf. So short gain. I'm not sure who made that catch. I couldn't tell. The only bad part about being up here, you can't see all the way on the other side. .508 to go. 3 receivers this time to the right. And we'll take the whistle, and we're going to get a timeout. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Didn't think that they were going to snap it as fast as they did there with that little time left, so they took the safe route, and went ahead and called the timeout.
So while we have this timeout here, we will tell you about Stone Mountain Cross quarters of the Cape Central Tigers. Visit them on Sears Drive in Cape for their selection of tile, carpet, hardwood, and elephant tiles. How about a little score update for you too? Sykeston currently leads Kennett 14-8. Sykeston is now on top.
Well, that's kind of surprising.
Maybe they can on and win one.
That'll be interesting. To make so the game between the Tigers and the Bulldogs. Let me pull up the schedule here real quick. Well, that's not until October 6th. But that game is at Sykeston. That game is for the I-55 trophy. We started that 2 years ago, and Central's won it both times so far. This will be the third matchup. So Sykes can get a few wins on the record, make it a little more interesting. People may peek in and check in on that game a little bit more.
That is cool.
So 3 receivers to the right side. Spain will take the snap, step back, fake pass. And he's going to get wrapped up, and the ball comes out, but it's picked up by the Tigers, and that's going to be a first down for Cape Central. Keyshawn Boyd picks it up and runs it all the way into Mule territory at the 47-yard line.
Quite the recovery there.
So a 9-yard run on the fumble recovery. Oh, now they're going to say it's coming back. It's going to be... Oh, there's a penalty. A holding on the Tigers. And that pushes them back. So it's 3rd and 18 now from the 34. And Spain will get the snap. He's going to have to get out of the pocket, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down for another big loss. I'm going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, these penalties are costing some pretty big plays here in this game already. Something they'll probably have to work something out, especially at halftime. Get something figured out. How are we going to prevent these penalties in the second half?
Torrance Murray is going to kick this one away. He's going to punt it away for the Tigers. That'll be a pretty decent punt there. It'll be caught at about the 36, 37-yard line. He'll bring it out to almost the 50. Let's see if they mark him just shy of the 50. I think he may have gone out of bounds at the 40. No. Well, they're going to mark him at the 49 in Tiger territory. So he actually went 2 yards further than I thought he did. So 3:47 left here in the second quarter. And the game tied at 14.
Another little update for you here. Jackson currently leads Farmington 28-17.
So So Farmington made it a little bit closer there before Jackson scored again.
A little higher scoring than our game that we have here.
And a fake handoff. Edmondson will run it now up the middle and get a first down at the 42-yard line. Nope, 41-yard line.
First and 10 for the Eagles, 39.
Sorry, the 39. Not the 41. First and 10 from the 39. And another handoff and a flag comes flying in the backfield. And I'm thinking this one's going to come back. PA announcer already said holding penalty, which more than likely that's exactly what it was. And the Tigers will accept the penalty. And it is holding. So the Mules, they backed up knowing that they were going to have to take the penalty. They didn't back up far enough. They turned around and almost ran over the referee. Set up 3 receivers on the left or on the right side. A little bit of a high snap. Edmondson will keep it himself. He's going to run it around the outside, get past the original line of scrimmage, and gain quite a few yards. Go from the 1st and 20 down to 2nd and 8. So a nice 12-yard gain there for Jay Edmondson. Chandler, you think he's related to Joel Edmondson, blues player? Probably not. I don't think Edmondson's from around here. Joel Edmondson, that is. Second and 8, 2:30 to go. Edmondson back to pass, throws across, and it is incomplete. Comes out. Either he didn't make the catch or it came out right at the last second. And bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 8.
We'll be looking for another stop here on 3rd down.
2:21 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Set up with 2 receivers on each side. Edmondson back to pass, quick throw, and it's going to bounce off the turf. What? Did that not bounce?
I kind of thought it did.
Yeah, I thought it looked like it bounced off the turf over there.
I guess they all thought it could catch.
It's going to be, nope. They're not even going to bring it out to measure. They're going to say it's a 1st down. It doesn't look like it's a 1st down from here either. They're going to actually measure this, I believe. Yeah, they just want to double check, make sure that's actually a 1st down. I could have swore from here it looked like it bounced before he caught that.
It did. So I believe Sykeston and Kennedy are now currently tied. And it looks like Jackson just scored a touchdown too. So they're currently up 35-17 over the Farmington Knights.
Our game?
14-14.
2:15 left. Here in the 1st half.
Figure out if this is a 4th down here or what. So the 1st down. For the measure.
Okay, so it wasn't enough for a will be fourth down. It'll be 4th and inches for Poplar Bluff. We're just going to run this one up the gut. And Edmondson will get enough. And looks like he's got plenty. You get from the 39, sorry, from the 29 to the 27. Yeah, 2-yard gain there. 1st and 10. First and 10 with 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Edmondson gets the snap, hands it off. Running around the outside and then brought him down short of the first down for the second down. 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. On the 18-yard line. And Edmondson's going to try to he's going to hand this one off. They're going to get towards the end zone, but not quite into the end zone yet. And it looks like they're going to mark it down at the 2-yard line. Minute 25. Edmondson handed that one off to Jay Soto. Gets the snap, hands it off, running it up the middle, and they're going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Mules will take the lead 20-14 with 1:15 to go here in the second quarter. Looks like they're going to line up here just for the single extra point. And the kick is up. And it's good. So 21-14 as the Mules take the lead with 1:15 to go here in the first half. As that was a long drive for Poplar Bluff.
But they made the most of it.
Yeah, they made the most of it. After all the penalties and all the mostly penalties were the problem throughout that whole drive for both teams.
Let's tell you about the St. Francis healthcare system. They are bringing quality healthcare to the heartland. You can visit them online, sfmc.net. St. Francis Healthcare System, proud supporters of Cape Central Athletics.
So 1:15 to go here in the first half. Tigers trail by a touchdown, 21-17. And, sorry, 21-14. I don't know where I got 17 from. As we just wait for the teams to break the huddles and line up for the kickoff. Both teams kind of slow tonight.
Yeah.
Definitely a slower pace in between possessions. Little Ted Nugent.
It's a good one.
Yeah. So 1:15 as the Mules and Tigers both finally line up here for the kickoff. As the kick is away, it's going to be a squib kick. It'll roll, get picked up at about the 20, bringing it out to the 30. Working near to the near sideline. A flag comes into the 40 to the 50. 45 still going. And he'll finally be brought down on the other side of the 25-yard line. We'll see what this flag is. The flag is moved to the 35-yard line. And I guess it's going to be on Central, since he's talking to the kicker. Or not the kicker, talking to a player from Poplar Bluff. And it is on Central. So it's a holding on Cape Central. So that whole return, all that work is for naught as we move it back to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, these penalties are getting pretty costly here in the first half. Really for both sides.
Yeah, both sides just playing a sloppy game. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Spain will get the snap, rolls to his left, and the throw is going to be incomplete as it was just a little too far out in front of the intended target. So it'll be 2nd and 10 with a minute to go here in the second quarter. Three receivers to the left here for Spain. And a single tailback in the backfield. That's Keyshawn Boyd. Spain gets the snap, fakes the handoff. Quick pass, and it's right to a Poplar Bluff defender, Connor Stevens. Intercepts it at the 28-yard line. So the Mules get a chance here to kick, or sorry, not kick, but to get another touchdown here to extend the lead. We talked about the timeouts playing a factor, and it looks like it's not going to, Chandler.
Probably not, no. Yeah, the offense comes back onto the field here. 1st and 10 for the Mules. Ball on Central's 28.
And we get a timeout by the referee. I don't know, he said to restart the play clock, but the play clock hadn't even started yet. 3 receivers to the right, Edmondson back to pass, throws across the middle, and it's tipped in the air, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get Graham across the middle once again, but couldn't hold on to it this time as he was hit and had the ball knocked free. So 50 seconds left in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for Poplar Bluff. Yeah, this game just is going slow.
It is.
Now that I've noticed it, yeah, both teams taking their time, getting out of the huddle. Play clock down to 5. There's a man in motion. Edmondson step back to pass, throw downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and 10 with 46 seconds to go. It'll be huge for the Tiger defense. Not even just the Tiger defense. For the Tigers, if they can stop Poplar Bluff here and keep them from scoring and keep it as just that 7-point difference, because they'll get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, definitely don't want to go down 2 scores here right before the half.
So 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Edmondson back to pass. Throw across the middle. It's up in the air, and it's caught. And he's brought down inside the 5. That is Darius Graham once again. As the clock ticks, well, right now it's stopped after the first down, 39 seconds to go. And they're going to line up in an I formation. They're going to try to pound it up the middle. Handing it off, and he's going to be hit backwards but he still works his way forward, and he may have actually gained something out of that one. 26 seconds as he's knocked out of bounds. And actually, he doesn't look like he gained anything. So it's 2nd and goal. No, he did gain a yard. They do update it on the scoreboard. 2nd and goal from the 3. Play clock down to 12. As Poplar Bluff will finally break the huddle. Now they're going to set up with 2 receivers on each side. He's going to get the hand. Oh, he's going to fake the handoff, run it up the middle, and he gets into the end zone for another touchdown, and it's 27-14. Poplar Bluff leading now by 2 touchdowns. And if they get that extra point, they'll be up by 14. 21 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. As the kick is up, and it's good. So 28-14 with 21 seconds to go before halftime, and we'll take a break. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
The ones you love deserve you at your best. That's why St. Francis has built a healthcare system designed to empower you to live an exceptional life. As your healthcare provider, we're here to meet your unique needs. Because when people come first, life is beautiful, adventurous, joyful. Whatever you need for a happy and healthy life, you'll find it at St. Francis Healthcare System, where people come first.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here, Cape Central High School, the Tigers trail 28-14 as Poplar Bluff gets ready to kick this one away. And it's going to be a low kick. It'll hit the 20, roll around, and get picked up at about the 10. And now Thomas will bring it out. He'll get to the 20. And gain maybe a couple more yards to about the 22. And the Tigers will take over with 15 seconds to go here in the first half. So down by 2 scores as we're about to go into the halftime break. It'd be nice if you could get a touchdown here. Obviously, you're asking for a lot considering you're at your own 22-yard line. But that'd be a big difference maker, really shift the momentum into the Tigers' favor. Play clock down to 15 as Spain will move Boyd, and he'll take the snap, hand it off to Thomas. He's going to run it up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, gets to the 30. He'll be brought down at the 32. Looks like that's what they're going to mark him, so it should be enough for a first down. And it is. And then that'll do it for the first half. As the Tigers go into the halftime locker room down 28-14 to Poplar Bluff. So we'll be back after this with the halftime show. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
The ones you love deserve you at your best. That's why St. Francis has built a healthcare system designed to empower you to live an exceptional life. As your healthcare provider, we're here to meet your unique needs. Because when people come first, life is beautiful, adventurous, joyful. Whatever you need for a happy and healthy life, you'll find it at St. Francis Healthcare System, where people come first.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Cape Central High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen as the Tigers trail here at halftime to Poplar Bluff. They trail 28-14. Definitely not the way anyone really expected it to be. As, if anything, the last two games between these two teams, they were close games. The first one from last year was 14-7 as a final score, and that came down to the last second. And then it was 22-16 in the district championship, the second time the two teams met last year. So all close games this time. It's a two-score difference right now, 28-14. As going into the halftime locker room, the Tigers, well, not even just the Tigers, both teams are going to have to work on penalties. They both are picking up penalties, and costly penalties, and picking them up at the wrong time. Not that there's ever a good time to pick up a penalty, but they're definitely getting it at the wrong time. And it's costing them a lot of yards that they're picking up a penalty on big plays, and it costs them all those yards and then some when we have to go back even further. So it's not a good situation for both teams, but especially the Tigers. That big return on the kickoff by Thomas was brought back because of a holding penalty, and they had to basically start over. And they didn't get much out of that drive. They had to punt it away. So we just get this halftime started here as the halftime show is brought to you by St. Francis. The Cape Central the Cape Central halftime show brought to you by St. Francis Healthcare System, bringing quality health care to the heartland. Visit them at sfmc.net. As, like I said, 28-14, Tigers trailing Coach Gibbs talked about having to execute on defense in the pregame interview, and it's just, so far they have been executing the plays. Like I said, the penalties are the problem. It really hasn't been bad play calling or mistakes, just the one mistake by Jathan Spain with the interception, and it was more or less straight to that defender as he threw it basically right to Connor Stevens for Poplar Bluff. So we'll take another quick break, and I'll try to add up some of these stats some more. And when we come back, I'll give you the rundown. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
The ones you love deserve you at your best. That's why St. Francis has built a healthcare system designed to empower you to live an exceptional life. As your healthcare provider, we're here to meet your unique needs. Because when people come first, life is beautiful, adventurous, joyful. Whatever you need for a happy and healthy life, you'll find it at St. Francis Healthcare System, where people come first.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Cape Central High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen as the Tigers trail 28-14 here at the half. And some halftime stats for you. Keyshawn Boyd with 79 yards rushing and a touchdown. Zaire Thomas has 14 yards rushing. And Jathan Spain with 12. Obviously, I want to let you know these aren't official stats. These are just what I've been able to keep track of so far. Paul Tran with 67 yards receiving and a touchdown. And then Jathan Spain with 36 yards through the air and an interception. And Zaire Thomas with a 35-yard touchdown pass. He's 1 for 1 for 35 yards in that first half. That was the first score of the game. The Tigers caught Poplar Bluff sleeping more or less and threw the flea flicker on him. They gave it to Zaire Thomas, and Thomas threw it downfield for Paul Tran, and Tran had all the time in the world just to walk that one into the end zone for the first score of the game. So, Chandler, we were talking just a little bit ago, the penalties are the biggest problem here for both teams, but for Central, a lot of the penalties have been coming on big plays.
Yes.
They had a big that big return was one of them. Zaire Thomas got it all the way past the 50-yard line, and it ended up coming back because of a holding penalty. And then, there were other plays in there that came back because of penalties, holding penalties and things like that on the Tigers that just didn't seem to – it didn't work out. And unfortunately, it cost them yards on big plays that could have resulted – the game could be tied. It could be flipped. The score could be flipped around. The Tigers could be up 28-14 instead if some of those penalties hadn't pushed them back. The kickoff penalty brought it back, and then they had to go three, and they basically went 3 and out and had to punt it away. And then there was also, the interception that didn't help either. So, it's been a tough first half for the Tigers, especially with all the penalties, and offensive penalties more than defensive too.
Yeah, really, I think going into the second half, they're going to have to get some of those issues fixed. It's a 2-score game right now, and I think that's something you'll definitely want to improve on as we start the second half here at Cape.
So they're doing a halftime Hall of Fame induction, and the class is the boys swim team from 17, 18, and 19 because they were 3 straight state championships.
That's awesome.
All right, they are getting inducted into the Cape Central Hall of Fame. And, you win 3 straight championships, 3 straight state championships. That's a pretty good reason to be put into the Hall of Fame. We'll go ahead, we'll step aside here real quick. And then when we come back, we'll probably have more of the halftime show as we're not quite ready for the teams to come back out of the locker room. And we'll be back after this. You're watching Cape Central High School football on YouTube at Cape Central Sports and listening on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.
The ones you love deserve you at your best. That's why St. Francis has built a healthcare system designed to empower you to live an exceptional life. As your healthcare provider, we're here to meet your unique needs. Because when people come first, life is beautiful, adventurous, joyful. Whatever you need for a happy and healthy life, you'll find it at St. Francis Healthcare System, where people come first.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your career and technology center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Cape Central High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And Chandler, Tigers have a little bit of work to do in the second half as they are currently down by 2 scores here at the halftime break to Poplar Bluff, 28-14. And one thing they're going to have to definitely work on is penalties. They're going to have to stop holding when they're on offense.
There have been a few instances where, if everything would have gone as it was and there was no penalty, there would have been a touchdown, a big first down even. And, well, this is kind of a different ball game because of some of those penalties. They've been very costly, not just on the Cape side, though, but Poplar Bluff has had their fair share of penalties as well. So that's something I think in the halftime here they're going to have to talk about both teams and say, we can't afford to have these penalties anymore if we want to win this game.
Yeah, it's been a slow. It was also a slow first half.
It was
very slow first half. We were used to last week with Hillsboro. They did a whole no huddle offense. The Tigers still huddled, but they didn't take as long to get out of the huddle and get to the line. Here tonight, both teams seem to be taking their time, using a lot of the play clock to basically waste time.
Right.
And it wouldn't be that big of a deal if it wouldn't be coming off of penalties and incomplete passes and things like that. Or at least we could get the clock going still if it had been after a completed pass or a run. But, it's better than nothing, especially since the weather's nice.
Yeah.
It's not a bad night for football. It's not like it was 2 weeks ago when it was 90 degrees.
Yeah, there's quite a different story here this evening. Feels rather cool out
Let's
here.
see what the temperature is. It says 69. Feels like 69.
Okay.
It's supposed to get down apparently to 59 degrees tonight at some point. But then it's going to get warm again. Oh, no, it's not. 82, 83 on Sunday, and then after that, it's almost perfect weather again.
It's about that time of year where
next Friday should be another great night for football.
Things start to cool down, and that's good, though. I think we're done with the heat.
It took long enough.
Yeah. Of course, this halftime update is being brought to you by the St. Francis Healthcare System, bringing quality healthcare to the heartland. You can visit them online, sfmc.net. And we'll also tell you about Allstate, the Hester Agency. Experience what it's like to have an insurance agent who truly cares about you. Allstate, the Hester Agency, you're in good hands with Matt Hester.
So both teams still in the locker room, it looks like. I don't see anybody coming out yet. And we're down to what, minute 48 before. So they will put more time on. They always do.
They do.
It doesn't matter whether or not they're on the way or not. They always put more time on.
So I guess, while we're here at halftime, people get up, they can go to the concession stands. They got an assortment of different foods down there, tasty eats, all kinds of great stuff. So, you just help yourself, and hot dogs, hamburgers, all kinds of good stuff.
Speaking of tasty eats, they had the tailgate again tonight before the game.
Yes.
It was put on by the SEMO FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. They had hot dogs and hamburgers, some bags of chips.
Those were
bottles
rather
of water.
tasty.
Those were rather tasty. You know what was really tasty? The Capri Sun. You know how long it's been since I've had a Capri Sun?
Probably since you were in school.
Yeah. Actually, no. It's sooner than you think, but still quite a while.
Okay.
You're never too old for Capri Sun, Chandler. When I saw the other teachers drinking them, I knew I can get me a Capri Sun too. If they can do it, I can do it. So Poplar Bluff back and getting ready to start stretching and warming up. So hopefully Central will follow soon, and we'll get this second half underway. But in the meantime, we'll take a break, and we'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
The ones you love deserve you at your best. That's why St. Francis has built a healthcare system designed to empower you to live an exceptional life. As your healthcare provider, we're here to meet your unique needs. Because when people come first, life is beautiful, adventurous, joyful. Whatever you need for a happy and healthy life, you'll find it at St. Francis Healthcare System, where people come first.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your career and technology center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here, Cape Central High School is both teams out of the locker room, and we're getting ready to start the second half as the Poplar Bluff Mules lead 28-14 over the Cape Central Tigers. The Tigers and the Mules, we talked about it. Both teams having problems with penalties. And for the Tigers, it's always mostly been on offense. Actually, when you think about it, both teams have been having the offensive penalties more than on defense. As there's really the only one I can really remember is an offside by Central, and that was on a hard count. They got the Tigers to jump. And then I think right after that, that was that same one. They got it right at the end of the first quarter. And then we switched, they flipped sides, and Poplar Bluff got an offside or a false start and basically just wiped out that penalty.
Yeah.
So, an offensive penalty ruined what the defensive penalty gave them. So, it's been an ugly game, penalty-wise.
It has.
While we wait for the two teams to head out onto the field, last update, Jackson up 42-24 at halftime over Farmington. Sykeston and Kennett tied at 14 at halftime.
Okay.
So, a close game there. Where are they? Are they at Sykeston? I don't know if it ever said.
I'm not certain.
Yeah, not sure. Doesn't say. But definitely a closer game than expected. Kennett's more of a football. Or it's not football. Sorry, Kennett's more of a baseball school. It's a home game for Sykeston, so they're at home.
Okay. Well, maybe they'll pull off the win.
No, there's a little squib kick. They're not going to let Central return this one at all, as they'll actually get it out past the 45 anyway, and they'll finally blow it dead close to bring it out past the 40, and they'll blow it dead close to the 45. At the 44. So 1st and 10 from their own 43 as they take over. 11:53 to go, 7 seconds off the clock to start their first drive of the second half. So Spain will set up with 2 in the backfield and 2 receivers to the right. He's going to hand it off. Thomas will run it up the middle to the 50 and work his way across into Mule territory, and it'll be brought down just a yard shy. So a nice gain of 9 for Zaire Thomas. 2nd and 1. Nice play there by the Tigers. Keyshawn Boyd will keep it keep it this time for the first down. And he'll get to the 37. Gain of 10. And 2 receivers on the right. 2 in the backfield now. Spain will get the snap. Hand it off to Thomas. Thomas is going to kind of come around the near side, and he'll work his way forward as he's tripped and he falls. And they'll mark him at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and 6. Two receivers to the left side this time for the Tigers. Spain will get the snap, hand it off, running up the middle. Boyd hits the defense, bounces back, and they're going to blow the play dead. Forward progression will mark him as a gain of 0. So 3rd and 6. .05 left in the third quarter. Play clock down to 15 as the Tigers line up. Snap comes to Spain. He's going to turn around, pitch it back to Thomas. Thomas around the outside on the far sideline, and he's going to be marked down at the 28, gain of 4. So 4th and 2. Two receivers to the right. 2 men in the backfield. Spain trying to get a hard count on the 4th down, and they're not falling for it. As the play clock gets down to 2, and we get a timeout from Cape Central. They tried to get that 5-yard penalty to get themselves a first down, but Poplar Bluff wasn't falling for it this time. And they'll have to burn a timeout to avoid a delay of game penalty.
So, while we take this time out, we tell you about Stone Mountain Flooring, proud supporters of the Cape Central Tigers. You can visit them on Seamers Drive in Cape for a premier selection of tile, carpet, hardwood, and LVT. Go Tigers!
A little bit, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to jinx anything. I was going to say, nah. I almost did it twice, Chandler. I almost explained to you what I wasn't going to say. I almost said what I wasn't going to say.
Tell us after this play. How about that?
Yeah, we'll do that. So 9:47 on the clock here in the third quarter. As Spain will get the snap. He's going to hand it off to Thomas. Thomas will run it up the middle. He's got enough for a first down. And plenty for a first down as they get down to the 24-yard line. So nice gain of 5 for Zaire Thomas. First and 10 from the 24. Receiver on each side. Spain will get the snap, hand it off. Running around now this outside on the near sideline. Thomas will get knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So nice gain there by Thomas. 14 yards. First and goal from the 10. Spain gets the snap. Oh, drops the handoff, but Thomas will pick it up and run it down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 for Zaire Thomas as he was handed the ball. I don't know, maybe didn't expect the handoff. The ball bounced up off the turf and he grabbed it out of the air and ran for 9 yards.
No.
28-14. And now he'll give it to Boyd, and Boyd will, they're going to say he was down before he reached in. The back judge, umpire, referee, whatever you want to call him, threw his hands up in the air for a touchdown. But they're going to say it's 3rd and 1. Interesting. He also kind of threw his hands down and kind of looked off to the side like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. So it's 3rd and goal from the 1 again. Spain gets the snap. There's the ball on the field. I think the ball's on the ground. And the Mules pick it up. So the Mules will take over at the 1-yard line, half-yard line. I can't really see where the ball is placed right now.
Now we got to hope for a safety.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they can get a safety.
Wouldn't be the hardest thing to do when you're down on the 1.
Yeah, with that little bit of room, between you and the end zone, not a whole lot to work with. So let's see how they line up here for this first play. I'm guessing it's going to be an I formation. Looks like that's what they're going to plan on doing. Yep, he's going to set up under center I formation. And they're going to hand it off. And he looks like he maybe gained a yard. Yeah, he gained a yard, so 2nd and 9. .7:34 to go in the third quarter. As they'll hand it off again, and he's going to fall forward and gain a couple more down to the 5, so he'll gain 3 out of that one, make it 3rd and 6.
It's Jay Soto on the run.
Oh, they gave him an extra yard, so it's 3rd and 5. Gave him 4 yards out of that one. 3rd and 5, 7 minutes left. Third quarter. A little bit more room now as the Mules will set up in more of a shotgun formation. Quick throw over to the far sideline, and it is caught. And that's enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 12. Down to 6:36 here in the third quarter. Edmondson sets up. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Running around the outside. Wrapped up, brought down. Shy of the 20. At about the 18 or 17. Say the 18, gain of 6.
How's your lawn doing this year, Ryan?
It's not good. Not
good.
You know anybody who can take care of that?
I don't think I do.
Well, that's disappointing.
Wish I did, though, as we have 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. 2nd and 4 for the Poplar Bluff Mules.
Yeah, the Mules up by 2 scores.
Man, oh, man.
And a quick pass over to the far sideline, and it's caught. He's able to avoid a defender and maybe break a tackle as he works his way out to the 26-yard line. Either way, it's enough for a first down. 26-yard line is where they're going to mark it. So 1st and 10 with 5.5 to go in the third. And he'll hand it off, running right up the middle. And a whole lot of room as he gets across the first down marker and more. They're going to mark him at the 40-yard line, a big 14-yard gain for Poplar Bluff. He just ran right through that defense, Chandler.
He did.
It looked like there was just a giant hole, and he didn't get touched till he was practically at the first down marker. It's probably the easiest run he's had this season. Just a little over 5 left. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to get wrapped up, swallowed up in the backfield. They'll mark him down for a loss of 2. Bring up 2nd and 12.
That's the kind of defensive stop we were looking for there.
So the Mules huddle and break the huddle a little bit faster than before. Edmondson will get the snap. Step back to pass. Quick throw over to the near sideline. It's caught. And he breaks one tackle. What are they throwing a flag for? What in the world is this flag for? And now Darius Graham is down. Here on the near sideline. I know he didn't grab the face mask. But maybe he grabbed part of the helmet. Maybe that's what the flag is. They do get a first down. It's 1st and 10. Now he's up. Oh, no, it's something with his leg. And it has nothing to do with the way he was tackled. It's just maybe cramping up. He's not bending that, barely bending that left leg. You see that? He's kind of walking like stiff-legged. He's starting to bend it a little more. Maybe he did cramp up somewhere. I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly happened. There's the other thing. I didn't see him, what they call that penalty either.
No.
But they get the ball at the 46-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for the Mules.
So it was on Central, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on Central. Almost a high snap, but it's brought down and running around the outside. And he's going to be shy of the first down marker. That is number 11, Colin McBride. It's 2nd and 2. 8-yard gain. A high snap, and that's going to cost him as he's wrapped up in the backfield. And they're going to mark him for a loss back to the 41, so a loss of 3. Just that little extra time it took for him to bring that snap down and hand it off was enough, plenty of time for that central defense to work their way into the backfield. So it'll be 3rd and 5. As the clock continues to run, 3:40 left here in the 3rd quarter.
This Tiger defense looking for a stop here. They definitely could use one.
Back to pass, Edmondson, quick throw, and it's incomplete. He dropped it right in his hands, and as he turned to start to move, he drops it. That's one of those things, you see it all the time on TV, college games, and pros. You see they make the catch, but then drop it. They're thinking about that next move before they bring the ball in, and I think that's exactly what happened here. He thought about turning downfield before he had complete control of that football. And it brings up 4th down, 4th and 5. So the Mules going to go for it here on 4th down. 2 receivers on each side. And we get a whistle and a timeout by Poplar Bluff. 3:24 to go here in the 3rd quarter. As we're going to go ahead, we'll take it with him. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like.
Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Oh, quick throw, and it's incomplete. And now they're going to throw a flag, and the referee says no pass interference. The ball was tipped. And it is not going to be a penalty on Cape Central. It'll be a turnover on downs. And he picks up the flag, no penalty. So the Tigers will take over with 3:21 to go here in the third quarter. And they trail by 2 scores, 28-14. Half-price pizza and hamburgers at the concession stand. Chandler, where you going? No, I'm just kidding. 2 receivers on the left side. 2 tailbacks, handing it off to Thomas. Thomas will work his way around. He gets to the 50, to the 45, 40, 30, to the 20, to the 10, and into the end zone. One play, a score for the Tigers. And just like that, this game is just 1 touchdown apart now between the 2 teams. What a play. What a run by Zaire Thomas. He pulls him within 8, and now if Joey Charlton can get him his extra point here, it'll be a 1-score game.
I believe we needed that touchdown.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A big 59-yard run there by Thomas as the kick is up, and it's good. So 28-21, so not only a good stop on defense after Poplar Bluff started marching down the field, the defense stepped up and forced them to they forced a turnover on downs. And then the offense, we'll just give it to Zaire Thomas and let him run it, and then we'll go ahead and send the defense back out. So 59-yard touchdown run there for Zaire Thomas. So now Thomas has 2 touchdowns, 1 through the air and 1 on the ground. He scored the first touchdown throwing it downfield to Paul Tran.
The flea flicker.
That's right.
And Charlton is still perfect on his extra point attempts this season. So 2 full games and pretty well 3 quarters of the next, and he is still perfect on all of his PAT attempts.
So it took him 13 seconds to run 59 yards, Chandler. He had the ball at 3:21, and he scored at 3:08.
Got a little score update for you here. Jackson currently leads Farmington 49-24. So they're kind of starting to run away with that one a little bit.
Yeah, and Farmington got a touchdown in there somewhere, I think, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 17 at one point?
It was 17 at one point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll be updating you on that one, too.
The kick is away, and he's going to pick it up and bring it out to the past the 20. See where they mark him, past the 25. So a pretty decent return there for Poplar Bluff, as it looked to me like he more or less picked it up at about the 2 or 3 yard line. So a nice run there. Nice return for Poplar Bluff, and he'll get it out to the 27. We'll get a timeout on the field. So I guess we'll go ahead. We'll take it with him. We'll take a short one. We'll be back after this.
Is your life stuck in a rut? Or maybe you just need to schedule time with friends. At the Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center, we offer short-term personal enrichment classes, such as motorcycle safety, photography, sewing, painting, ballroom dancing, and more. Visit our website at capectc.com for a full listing of classes we offer.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Cape Central High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And the Mules take over. Throwing downfield, and it's going to be incomplete as he overthrew his receiver. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's see what it's going to be. It'll more than likely be on Central where the flag has been thrown. It's out there near the 35-yard line. pass interference on the Tigers. I don't know if I would have called that a pass interference.
I don't agree. No,
That
I
ball
watched
is not
that.
catchable.
I'm surprised they called that, really,
Yeah.
because I was not thinking that's what it would be, but
So it'll be a new set of downs for the Mules, 1st and 10 from the 41.
I don't think that sideline's too happy about that one.
I'm not happy about that one.
Yeah.
2:57 to go in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the right. Edmondson gets the snap. Makes the handoff, throws, and it's incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So Sykeston is currently up 20-14 over Kennett, and that is in the third quarter. So Sykeston still on top there. It's been a close game after 3.
Second and 10. 2:54. As they will fake the handoff, and he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. He's got nowhere to go. So a big sack there for the Tigers, and it's going to make it 3rd and 14. Third and 15. We'll go with 3rd and 15. That clock keeps ticking down here in the third quarter. 2:20 to go. And the play clock down to 12 as the Mules break the huddle. Take the snap, step back to pass, deep throw. And it's, oh my gosh. They're going to throw a flag on the incomplete pass.
I don't think I like that one either.
I don't like that one. Yeah, that one's.
I think that was just good
worse,
defense.
That's worse than the other one. Yeah, that was just good defense. Coach Gibbs is not happy.
No.
And I don't blame him.
I'm just surprised they'd call 2 like that.
Yeah. They call pass interference on the Tigers. And they're just going to more or less gift Poplar Bluff here with a 1st down. Or it's not an automatic 1st down. That's right. Different rules. We're not at that level yet. So they're going to mark it first and then see if it's a 1st down. Nope. It'll be 3rd and 1. It's a weird penalty, but like a weird way to mark that off. But
yeah. So they're just going to give him 15 yards? Is that?
They gave him 14. Yeah, they didn't even give him 15. It was just 14.
Oh.
Because it was 3rd and 15. Now it's 3rd and 1. So I don't know what the heck we're.
Okay.
I don't know what the ruling is there for a pass interference.
Huh. Okay.
They're going to hand it off, and he's going to fumble the football. It's on the turf. The Tigers, I think, have picked it up. The referee says it is, and it's the Tigers who recover the fumble. And what are we getting penalties for now? Oh, that kid took his helmet off over there on the far sideline, and he just kicked it off the field. He is done. The referees are saying he is done. I believe that's number 11, Colin McBride. That's what those penalties were for. I just saw him walking away, and then all of a sudden I saw the helmet skid across the turf as he kicked it away twice. So I'm pretty sure he is done for the night. Now they're going to talk about this, and they're going to decide where to place the football, I think. It's unsportsmanlike on the Mules. 1st down, big 1st down, and the Tigers will take over with 1:56 to go here in the third on the 38-yard line. So here we go. They're setting it up for the Tigers now. Poplar Bluff after that bad penalty. And going to keep it himself. Or sorry, he doesn't keep it himself. He gives it to Boyd. And Boyd will gain about 5 on the play. Makes it 2nd and 5.
So is it going to be the running game that gets us back into this one?
It might be, yeah. Well, you know, things always have a way of evening out, Chandler. They had that pass interference that we didn't really think was pass interference, and then you get the unsportsmanlike penalty. As they'll hand it off to Thomas this time. And he'll gain, here comes a flag in the backfield there. Not at the backfield. In the backfield of Poplar Bluff, I should say. And is Poplar Bluff starting to show some frustration maybe? As they discuss the penalty. It came in right after basically after the play was whistled dead. They threw the flag, so Chandler, my guess is going to be a late hit. And, oh no, they're going to pick it up. Well, I guess I'm still wrong either way then.
Yeah, second one that they've picked up this evening too. Either way.
One for both teams now, yeah. They had the one where the one referee thought it was pass interference, but it ended up not being because it had been tipped. And then now whatever this was. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 after a gain of 4 from Thomas. And he'll get enough for a first down this time too. As Boyd gets the first down. And that defender just will not let go of the football. He's trying to strip it from Boyd. But Boyd's not going to let it go. So they'll gain. How many was that, Chandler? 6?
Yep.
Minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Spain will turn, pitch it back to Thomas. And he's going to try to stop, to cut back over towards the middle, but he's brought down in the backfield for a loss of 2. Yep, 2nd and 12.
So how about one more play here before the end of the 3rd?
Yeah, they're going to have to. Yeah, play clock's down to 16 and the game clock's at 23. Now hand it off to Thomas again. This time he'll run it up the middle. And he'll get brought down, I think, back at the original line of scrimmage. It'll make it 3rd and 10. Now they're going to say he only gained a yard. But that will end the 3rd quarter. So after 3 quarters, Tigers trail 28-21 to Poplar Bluff as we head to the 4th quarter. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
The ones you love deserve you at your best. That's why St. Francis has built a healthcare system designed to empower you to live an exceptional life. As your healthcare provider, we're here to meet your unique needs. Because when people come first, life is beautiful, adventurous, joyful. Whatever you need for a happy and healthy life, You'll find it at St. Francis Healthcare System, where people come first.
Back to the action. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here, Cape Central High School, start of the fourth quarter. I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And the Tigers trail by 7, 28-21 here to Poplar Bluff as we are ready to start the all-important fourth quarter. Spain will hand it off. Running it up the middle is Boyd, and he's going to be stopped after he gains a few yards to the 18. So he'll gain 4. And that'll bring up fourth down. 4th and 7. 4th and 7.
That could almost kick this one, but looks like they'll go for it.
So here we go. 4th down, 3 receivers to Spain's right. He's going to roll towards his right. Quick throw, and it's to, I'm not sure who that is. I think that's Thomas. But it was too short, too far in front. And that'll be a turnover on downs. 11-14 left here in the fourth quarter. So they started with 1:56 in the third and took the ball into the fourth quarter before they turn it over on downs. So Poplar Bluff will take over to try and run out the clock, but basically, I mean, if I was Poplar Bluff after the way the second half has gone so far, I'd do the most that I would do is short passes.
Yes.
I would run the ball more than anything, but the most passing I would do is short passes, probably across the middle.
So Jackson currently leads Farmington 56-24. 14 seconds left in the third.
Oh, in the third.
How about that?
Fake the handoff, throws, and it's almost intercepted, but tipped, and it's incomplete, so it'll bring up second down. Mateo Rivers, who had a big pick 6 last week, almost coming away with another pick here in the fourth quarter, which I'm pretty sure that pick 6 last week was in the fourth quarter too.
Yeah.
$11:10 to go in the fourth. 2nd and 10 from the 18. Back to pass. Edmondson throws. Short pass, and he's going to be brought down inbounds. Don't stop the clock. It's inbounds, yep. It's a short gain. It's going to be third and 5, so gain of 5.
That is Hunter Clifford on the reception.
He's going to limp off the field, too. His left leg bothering him as well. As Jay Edmondson comes onto the field here with the play for his huddle. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Edmondson gets the snap, and he hands it off. He's going to spin and break a tackle, but he's not going to get anything much after that. Maybe 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 3. All right, Chandler. You punt?
I think you do.
I would punt. At this point, there's too much time. There's plenty of time left, number one. And you don't want to give them this great field position. And it looks like that's exactly what Poplar Bluff is going to do. They're going to send out the punt unit.
I think that's best.
Which also includes Edmondson, who is their punter. Nope, no, he's not. They've got another one back there. It's number 40. Is that Colton Palma? And he will punt this one away. And it'll bounce near the 40. And it's going to roll. And it's been, oh no, it touched him. And Poplar Bluff's going to recover it. He didn't get out of the way. He stayed there in front of the football, and then instead of moving away from the football, he stood there and it bounced into his leg. And that counts. It touches him. And Poplar Bluff picks it up. So basically an offensive punt for Poplar Bluff. Gives them a fresh set of downs.
Probably should have just let that ball roll.
Yep. Yeah, should have. I don't know what he was thinking.
Should have stepped away from it.
Should have ran away from it, yeah. If you can't catch the punt, you might as well just get away. You know what I mean? If you can't get under it in time, just don't even bother.
That awkward place of, do I pick it up or do I just let it roll?
Yeah.
And he kind of did something in between, and, didn't work out.
So Edmondson's going to be wrapped up in the backfield, brought down at the line of scrimmage, so no loss. But it'll bring up 2nd and 10. $9:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Second and 10 is Poplar Bluff. Breaks the huddle, 15 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers on each side. Edmondson sets a man in motion, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. He catches it out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down. Third and 10 after the incomplete pass. It was a good catch either way. I mean, even though he was out of bounds, he jumped and caught it in his chest.
Just was not in bounds, so it's going to be 3rd down.
$8:42 to go in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass, Edmondson. He's going to roll to his right. Now he's going to keep it himself. And he's going to break a tackle, be brought down. And that's enough for a 1st down. As he gets an extra 2 yards past the 1st down marker. 1st and 10 at the 21. As we wait for Edmondson to come back onto the field to relay the play. Edmondson, a junior, 5'11", 175. 3 receivers to the left. And he's going to keep it himself, run it right up the middle. There's nobody there. He's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown to give the Mules a 2-score lead once again. As it's 34-21. He didn't have a whole lot stopping him there as he ran it right up the middle. There was just a giant gap for him to run through. So a mental mistake leads to a touchdown for Poplar Bluff. As the kick is up and it's good. And it makes it 35-21. So we'll step aside. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here, Cape Central High School. I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen as the Mules will kick away. It's going to be a squib kick, and it's going to bounce off of him at the 30. He's going to fall on top of it and keep it for the Tigers as they'll take over. 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line, their own 31. And we're going to get an official timeout. I'm not sure what the official timeouts are for. It's not that hot. We don't necessarily need to take water breaks.
No.
So I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, while we take this time out, we do want to tell you about the Cape Career and Technology Center. Their vision is to provide an environment for students to make career connections and advancements through education and training. The Cape Career and Technology Center.
A 2-score difference between the Mules and the Tigers. 35-21. 8 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Going to hand it off to Thomas. He's going to run it up the middle. And he'll get to, let's see where they mark it down, the 37-yard line. So a gain of 6. And hand off to Boyd. A little stutter step. He'll get out to the 40. So a gain of 3 makes it 3rd and 1. Third and 1, 7:11 to go here in the fourth. Spain gets the snap, hands it off to Boyd. And Boyd will get enough for a first down. He gets out to the 44-yard line. So a gain of 4.
Got to kind of start picking up the pace a little bit here if you're Central. You don't want to let too much time off that clock.
Not quite a no-huddle offense, but also not a full huddle as 2 of the receivers hanging out over here on the left side as they're going to hand it off to Boyd. Boyd will bounce off the line, and he's going to push forward, get across the 50-yard line down to the 48. So a gain of 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. As now we're going for the no-huddle offense. 6.5 to go in the fourth. Spain gets the snap, hands it off to Boyd. Boyd enough for the first down, and he's tripped up and marked down at the 40. So a nice 8-yard gain there for Keyshawn Boyd. .16 to go in the fourth. 3 receivers to the left. Spain sets up, puts a man in motion. That's Thomas. And he'll hand it off to Boyd. Boyd will cut across towards the middle. Cuts across to the right, then works back to the middle and gains 6 yards down to the 34. So 3 receivers again to the left side. And Thomas in motion. He's going to hand it off to Boyd. Boyd working it towards the far sideline. And that's enough for a first down as he gets to the 30-yard line. First and 10, 5:35 left in the fourth. Three receivers to the left. And Spain will hand it off to Boyd. He's going to go around the outside of the far sideline. And he'll be finally brought down on the other side of the 25-yard line at the 24. And we've got a Tiger down on the far sideline. The ball is at the 24. So a 6-yard gain for the Tigers. 5:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. And with the injury timeout, I think we'll go ahead and take it with them. We'll be back after this.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
So back here at Cape Central High School as that Nate Roth, I believe, is coming off the field. Looks like maybe an ankle injury somewhere. Let's just go a hockey route, the lower body injury. So with 5:08 to go here in the fourth quarter, the Tigers 2nd and 4 on the 24-yard line. Three receivers to the left. Spain, a little bit of a high snap. Quick throw over to Thomas. It's complete. He'll get out to the 20 and he'll be marked out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So a 9-yard reception for Zaire Thomas. First and 10 from the 15-yard line. The Tigers looking to get some points on the board. We're under 5 minutes to go, though, 4:56. And Spain will hand it off to Boyd. Boyd will run it up the middle and be brought down at the 9. Looks like a gain of 6. Oh, there's a flag on the play. That's going to be a face mask on Poplar Bluff. So that'll give him some great field position now. It's going to be first and goal from the 3-yard line. Yep, we get a whistle. Referee is calling the sideline referee over. And now we've got the Poplar Bluff coaches coming out on the field. Referee telling them to back up. We're going to talk to, I really can't tell from over here, but I believe that's Coach Sievers. So I'm not sure if he's asking why they have the ball at the 3 or what the penalty. Maybe he didn't hear what the penalty was. I'm not sure. Well, this second half was going pretty quick, and now we hit this Little patch, a rough patch here between Coach Stevers and the referee. And now we're going to talk it over with the other referees. 4:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, now they move the ball back to the 5-yard line. First and goal from the 5. I don't know. Spain gets the snap. Hands it off to Boyd. He's going to break a tackle. Makes a man miss and gets into the end zone for a touchdown for Cape Central, and it's 35-27 here in the fourth quarter. It looked like a trainer came running. Did you see that? It looks like a trainer. Yeah, there she is. She came running out on the field, but nobody was down. So I don't know. Maybe she saw something that nobody else did, or thought somebody was hurt because they were laying on the turf after the touchdown. The kick is up, and it's good. So it's 35-28. Central trails by a touchdown with 4:45 to go here in the fourth quarter.
I think it'd be a good time to remind everybody that not only are we on Cape Radio 95.7 and 1550 AM, but we're also on YouTube. So you can type in Cape Central Sports and click on that YouTube channel over there. And the very first video that pops up will be the live stream. And you'll be able to stream the game, listen to us broadcast it, and watch it live absolutely free. That's over there on YouTube, so make sure you check that out as we have a very exciting 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in this one. Poplar Bluff leads Cape Central 35-28.
So now, Chandler, what do you do if you're Cape Central? They're in the fourth quarter with 4:45 to go. Do you kick it deep? Do you try an onside kick? Do you squib kick it?
I think they'll kick it deep. And I think they'll just
rely on the defense.
Yeah, you got to rely on the defense, and hopefully the defense steps up.
Oh, a little Motorhead. Triple H, the game. It's time to play the game.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that one, but heard a few of theirs.
Yeah. Man, you know, their lead singer passed away not that long ago, a couple years ago. Lemmy. So it's a deep kick. Charlton will kick it deep, and it's caught at about the 10-yard line. He's going to bring it out to the 25, spin it around to the 30, making it out to the 35. Flag comes flying in. Man, that referee chucked that flag from the far sideline. He reared back and chucked it towards midfield, or out towards the middle of the field. I'm sorry. He saw something. And I wonder, he pointed back like it could be Poplar Bluff, and now he pointed over towards he's pointing towards the flag now. I guess this is where it happened. Here we go, let's see. Oh, it's a sideline warning on Poplar Bluff. Huh. Okay, 4:36 to go. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for Poplar Bluff. So Edmondson will set up with a tailback to his right, 3 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. He'll take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to be wrapped up, but he's going to fall forward and gain 2. Make it 2nd and 8. That's the thing, too. If you're running the football and someone kind of grabs you from behind like that, you more or less just got to go dead weight forward.
Yeah.
And that'll make it a little tougher. Three receivers are on the left side. One on the right. Tailback to his left this time for Edmondson. And he's going to hand it off, running it up the middle and brought down as he gets to the 35-yard line. So a gain of 3 makes it 3rd and 5. Third and 5. Edmondson comes back from the sideline. He'll set or break the huddle and set up with 2 receivers on each side. He'll take the snap, back to pass, throws, and it's caught for the first down. And that's enough, plenty, I should say, for a first down at the 44-yard line. As with 3:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. Chandler, is it just me or did that ball move an extra yard?
It
wasn't it? It looked like he was down at the 43 and they spot him at the 44.
Yeah. Do we need to go back to the instant replay?
Let's go back to go to the replay. Where they review NFL, is that New York too? I think it's New York. I think football and baseball are both in New York. Handoff, trying to run it up the middle, up the gut, and he gets brought down. No gain. 2nd and 10. 2.5 left here in the fourth quarter as Cape Central take a timeout. And I think that's their second timeout. They got 1 remaining. I can't really tell from here. The scoreboard changed on me.
Well, time for the defense to put a stop to the Poplar Bluff Mules offense, and maybe we'll get the ball back.
Yeah, with this little bit of time remaining, I feel like Poplar Bluff is going to more or less try to run the ball, just run the ball.
Yeah.
Number one, force Central to use that last time out. And even if they get, especially if they get a first down, then they're definitely, that's it. That's pretty much all she wrote.
Yeah.
Unless they can force a fumble.
Don't want to give up first down.
So 35-28 as the Tigers trail by a touchdown. Fourth quarter, 2:30 to go. Two receivers on each side here for Edmondson. Oh, and we get a flag on the Mules. False start. And that'll push them back. So it'll be 2nd and 15. That's a good way that's a good start.
Yeah. So Jackson is currently leading 63-38 over Farmington right now.
And I think we need to, sorry Chandler, I think they're trying to say they need to put the clock back to 2:30 because a second did come off the clock. There we go, back to 2:30. So 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Quick throw. Too far in front. Incomplete. As Romeo Wanter was the intended receiver.
That's the one.
So 3rd and 15 now with 2:27 to go. .227 as the Tiger fans get into it. The jungle making some noise. Trying to get into the heads of Poplar Bluff. 2:27. Edmondson in the gun. Steps back to pass. Pocket collapses. He's going to try to avoid. He breaks one tackle. Now he's going to get wrapped up, brought down. And that will bring up 4th down. It'll bring up 4th and long. And they're going to mark him down at the 35-yard line. So 4th and 19. And Cape Central will take their final timeout here to force Poplar Bluff to make a decision. They're not going to be able to run any of the clock down. You're going to have to punt it away or go for it, and you'd be crazy to go for it. The way the Tiger offense, the running game has been more or less punching you in the mouth here in the second half.
So it is the Cape Central defense. It comes up with a stop there on 3rd down, and they're going to have to punt this ball back to Central. And they've still got some time on the clock to hopefully go down and maybe tie this game up.
That's the only bad part about the new scoreboard. We're still looking at the timeout clock running down.
And we do have a final here for you. Jackson over Farmington, 63-38. So Jackson wins that one. And then also Kennett is currently on top of Sykeston, 22-20. That's still a close one. That could go either way.
So 2:17 left here in the 4th quarter. As Zaire Thomas will set up at about the 37-yard line for the punt. And it's going to be a line drive. And it'll roll, bounce, and die at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, 2:08 left in the 4th when the Tigers take over. Yep, 1st and 10 from the 27. So Chandler, you just go ahead and stick with that run game.
I think
maybe
you
try
do.
to mix in a pass.
I think you stick with the run game.
Stick with the run game.
Yeah.
So Spain will get the snap, hand it off to Boyd. Boyd will run around the outside on the near sideline, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. We'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 2.
He held on to that football, thankfully. Kind of took a bit of a hit there.
I was going to say, I noticed that. He got hit there on that right arm that was holding on to the football. Sorry, 2:02. Oh, it's first. Oh, it's a whole new set of downs. It's first. You got 10 yards out of that. And they give this one to Boyd again. And I don't think he gained anything on that one. Yeah, no gain. 1:56 to go in the 4th. Three receivers to the right side, one to the left. Spain back to pass, rolls to his right, throws, and it's incomplete. Hit the turf before it got over there to Paul Tran. So 3rd and 10 with 1:51 to go. So the only bad thing about trying to throw on the run when you're a quarterback, you can't get everything behind it. Sometimes it's going to be a little too short. And unfortunately, this was one of those times. With 1:51 to go in the fourth quarter, 3rd and 10. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Spain back to pass. Quick throw, complete. It gets across to the 45, and it'll be brought down. It's going to be short of the first down by about 2 yards. So it'll be an 8-yard reception there to Boyd. So 4th and 2 with 1.5 minutes. Spain hands it off. Running it up the middle past the 50-yard line, enough for the first down into Poplar Bluff territory. And we get the whistle blow here. Spain gets the snap. Oh, he's going to spike it. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Second and 10 with 1:18 to go. Ball on the 46. Poplar Bluff 46. It's a 7-point game. Set up 3 receivers over on the right side, 1 to the left. Spain back to pass, rolling towards his right. Throws downfield. He's open, but it's going to be too short and out of bounds. He had a nice gap there between his defender and himself, Chandler, and had the pass been further downfield, it would have been a huge play, yeah. But it's better if it's short, it's better than it's out of bounds.
That is true.
Because he had about 2 or 3 defenders there behind him. And it wasn't far enough away from those defenders.
No.
But thankfully out of bounds. So 3rd and 10 with 1:13 to go. Spain back to pass. A little bit of a shoulder pump fake. Throws wide open. It's caught. And enough for the first down. They get to the 35-yard line. 1:04 to go. And I believe the Tigers are going to line up and spike it again. And it is spiked to the turf. 1:03 left here in the fourth quarter. 35-28. Tigers trail by a touchdown. 2nd and 10. Doing what they can here to try to get into the end zone.
So looks like we have another final for you. Kennett, they defeat Sykeston 22-20 for the final. A good game.
Yeah, good game.
But Sykeston falls short once again.
The 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Spain takes the snap. He's going to roll to his left. Throws downfield. And it's caught by Paul Tran. It's a completed pass, and he's marked down at the 1-yard line. Paul Tran coming up with a big catch. With 55 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. As the Tigers line up, and they'll spike it. 53 seconds to go. 2nd and goal from the 1. A nice play. Paul Tran, who already had 67 yards. He had in another 34 for him.
He had that big one there when Zaire Thomas got the ball.
Yeah, he was part of the flea flicker, yeah.
It was very early on in this one.
So the Tigers going to try to get this one into the end zone, and I think we're going to get a timeout by – no, we're not. I heard whistles blow, but we're going to go ahead and play on. Spain hands it off. Boyd into the end zone. 35-34. Tigers get it within 1. And now Joey Charlton will line up for the extra point with 51 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
It'd be something if they'd go for 2 here.
Right. A fake extra point, go for 2.
Not that I'm expecting that, but Would be cool.
And we get a flag on Poplar Bluff. It's going to be offside. And the crowd wants them to go for 2.
Okay.
Kick is up, and it's good. So Joey Charlton with the extra point ties it up. It's 35-35 with 51 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. And if you've got people that tuned out, tell them to tune back in, because we are going down to the wire once again, 2 weeks in a row. More or less 3 weeks in a row, honestly.
We enjoy calling games like these.
Oh, yeah. Definitely makes it a lot more fun, a lot more interesting. It looked like it was going to be a 2-score difference as we got into the fourth quarter. And then all of a sudden, wait a second, we're within 1. And then, well, now they don't have much time left. They're going to just try to run it out. No, Central's defense comes up, steps up big, gets the ball back. And now the Tigers, they used all their timeouts. And they used the spike efficiently. And they get it in the end zone with 51 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter to tie it up.
So, yeah, make sure if you're listening on the radio, just a reminder, you can also stream the game on YouTube. We've got 100 people over there right now, so if you want to be number 101, head over there to Cape Central Sports. Live stream Cape versus Poplar Bluff. That is on YouTube. You can listen to us call the game as you watch it.
35-35, 51 seconds. And the Tigers are going to kick this one away. And it's more or less a line drive. It's going to bounce at about the 20. He'll pick it up at about the 15. Now he's going to try to work his way around the defense. He's breaking a couple tackles, and then he'll be brought down at the 28, 29-yard line. So 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter as the Tigers and the Mules tied at 35. Ooh, Chandler. I'm glad you went and got us some sodas at halftime. I don't know if I'd be able to handle this without something to drink. So 43 seconds. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Throwing downfield, it's caught. And he's going to dive, and did he get out of bounds? I believe he did. So 38 seconds go. So 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to pass. Edmondson floats one downfield, and was it caught? Incomplete. The referee says it is incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down with 33 seconds to go. Everyone over there in that Poplar Bluff side of the bleachers, they thought it was caught. They must have lost it on the way down. 2nd and 10. .33 seconds. That would have been a big play there for Poplar Bluff had that been a complete pass. Play clock down to 5. Edmondson back to pass. Here comes the defense. And it's a bad throw. And it'll be incomplete. So it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 10 with 29 seconds. You know, some people left Chandler. I can tell because there's a little bit of empty space over here off to the right and more or less right in front of you. That there
Why
wasn't
would
there
you leave
before.
this game?
Right? I think when it was a 2-score game, they decided to go ahead and go. Throw downfield, incomplete. Brings up 4th down. 26 seconds, 4th and 10. Okay, Chandler, do you go for it or do you punt it now?
Punt.
I would too, yeah.
Because
with 26 seconds, that's you don't want to give them.
You don't want to give
not
them
enough
that kind
time.
of
Yeah,
field position. You know.
Yeah, that's definitely not enough time for them to. Well, you would think for them to score, but that's definitely enough time if you let them have it here at about the 40-yard line.
Exactly.
So Thomas will set up at about the 25-yard line for the punt. That's a good punt. And it's going to right to him. He's going to catch it. Oh, and they say his knee touched the turf when he caught it. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 21 with 19 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Man, I can't believe. I wonder if his knee really did touch or not.
They said it
the
did.
referee says, no, I want to go to overtime. I haven't done an overtime game yet. Let's get to overtime. This is too much fun.
How many overtime games have we called? Because I don't really know if you.
You and I have done one. We did that Jackson-Edwardsville game last year. That one
Okay.
went into overtime.
That's a good memory on that.
Altogether, I may have only done one before that.
Wow.
Football-wise, I've done a couple basketball,
Yeah.
but football, yeah. So 19 seconds. And Spain will get the snap, and he's going to kneel it. So we're going to go to overtime. 35-35. I just said, see the referee, he said, why don't you kneel it, we'll go to overtime. You guys are having too much fun, I'm having too much fun. Let's just go ahead and take overtime. So we're going to overtime here after 4 quarters. It's 35-35. And we'll have to do we'll do the coin flip and all that stuff again to decide who gets the ball first. Because we more or less go into a shootout. We don't play until you score like they do in the pros. We do college. High school and college have the best overtime. You go back and forth.
I like the college.
Yeah, I like this a lot better than that whole, if they kick a field goal, you get a chance to score. But if they score, you don't, all that dumb stuff.
And then, I remember when the NFL had changed it to where, any score for a while there, any score.
Mm-hmm.
So if you went down and kicked a field goal,
it didn't
you
matter,
won the game. And then they changed that, maybe 8 years ago or so.
The first game that it could have happened, that the new rule would have taken effect, was the Broncos and the Steelers. And Tim Tebow threw a huge touchdown pass to Demaryius Thomas, so it never even came to the point where they could have they would have gotten the ball to the other team, the Steelers. It was like 2000, I think it was 15. No, 15 is when they won. It would have been like 2010, maybe.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the first overtime game of the year, apparently, or maybe they had put the rules in effect starting in the playoffs, and it was the first. I know it was the first game that they were excited. The guys announcing, they're like, they only get a field goal, we're going over, they get another shot, and then we go to see who scores a touchdown or whatever. And then Tim Tebow comes in and throws one pass to Demaryius Thomas, and he takes it like 70, 80 yards for a touchdown, and they're like, oh, well, good for them, but dang, what are we supposed to do now?
Wow. Demaryius Thomas, he died here
he
about
passed
2 years
away
ago,
a
didn't
couple
he?
years ago, yeah.
I don't remember his cause of death, maybe. Would you remember what that was?
I don't remember, yeah. I know when he did pass away, the NFL Network played that game. They played a few games. in memory of Demarius Thomas.
Yeah.
Because he was with Tebow that year, and then he was part of the record-breaking season with Peyton Manning.
Says his cause of death was believed to be a seizure.
Okay, that does sound familiar. I think that's right. Yeah.
He was 33 when he passed away.
Yeah, he wasn't very old. So we're just waiting now for the coin toss here at midfield. And honestly, this is one of those things where it's kind of like, why don't we just, what are we waiting on now? Let's get it going. Let's start this.
That's exactly
this
right.
overtime.
I think everybody's ready.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, if you are watching or listening and somebody isn't watching or listening, tell them to tune in or turn it on the radio. Tune in on YouTube, Cape Central Sports. Turn it on the radio, 95.7 FM, 1550 AM, because we're going to overtime. The first overtime game of the season. And the coin toss happening here at midfield right now. As you hear the bells toll in the background, I'm sure. As we get ready. You got to play what you can to get your team, you get your home team, your home fans fired up, and this is a good song for it. Some AC/DC. And as they discuss, I guess, here's heads, here's tails, here's how we do overtime. That's one thing that always bothers me when we get to overtime in college and pros. They always go over the whole thing again.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, we understand. Just like the Super Bowl, they're like, hey, this is heads, this is tails. And so the Tigers are going to be going from right to left. And I believe that means they get the ball first. So, Chandler, here we go.
Overtime.
After this meeting between the teams, they have their huddles and set things up. We're about ready to start overtime. Overtime number 1. We just talked about this, 2 weeks ago, didn't we? 2 or 3 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
We talked about that college game that went into, how many was it, 7?
Yep.
7 overtimes. And it was a high-scoring game. And then there was the one that went quite a few overtimes, but it was very low scoring. I don't remember which. Was that an Iowa game?
That was an Illinois and Penn State game.
Yeah, that's right, Illinois, yeah.
But LSU and Texas A&M is probably the one that a lot of people would remember.
Yeah.
And final score was 74 to 72.
It was ridiculous, yeah.
I remember watching that game about 5 years ago.
So, for overtime, each team gets a chance to score. And if you don't score, if neither scores, or if both score, and the game's still tied, overtime number 2, and so on. And they're going to start the ball on the 25. And you get first, you get a set of downs. You can get a first down. You don't have just 4 plays to get to the end zone. You still get the 10 yards to go for a first down. So you start at the 25, and if you score, you can still go for 2 or kick a field goal. Or extra point, not a field goal. And then you switch. You go on defense, and you try to stop the other team from scoring. And basically, whoever scores last wins. And if you score, so let's put it this way. So if Central scores, they kick the extra point, they're up by 7.
Yeah.
If Poplar Bluff comes, they score, they can either try to kick the extra point and tie it, force another overtime, or they can go for 2 to try to go for the win. Most of the time, teams just go for that extra point and force another overtime. A lot of the times, they rely on that defense to try to stop them from scoring. Oh, I'm sorry, Caleb. That's already part of the plan. He texted us. Caleb back at the station texting us, do not let it go to 7 overtimes. And I'm sorry, we're planned for 8, Caleb, so you're going to have to.
8 or 9.
8 or 9, yeah. So you'll just have to stick around. Have to wait, Caleb.
It's going to be a long night for you.
We're just past 10:15 here. So. Well, now I'm not sure what we're doing. As we've got the teams heading back to their sidelines. I don't know. Maybe this is the first overtime for these referees. Because you don't see too many overtime games here in high school football. A lot of the times they're one-sided, to be honest. Yeah, not completely sure why it's taking so long to get this overtime going. Your guess is as good as mine. And Central's ready. Okay, I guess Central did not pick to start with the football. I think that might be what the confusion is about. I think we're switching sides here, and it's going to be Poplar Bluff football to start this overtime. That way, Central knows whether or not what they need to do scoring-wise, I guess. That's, I guess, one of the reasons why the teams went back to their sidelines, because they had the wrong units out there. One was a defense, and it was supposed to be the offense. So Edmondson will. Okay, he was starting to head back to that sideline, and I thought, oh man, here we go again. But he's going to set up now. He's got the snap, and he's going to hand it off. And Graham. Graham will get around the outside, and it'll be brought down. It'll be 2nd and 4. And we get a whistle. Oh, and we've got a player down. That is a Central player, I believe, down out there on the field. So we're going to go ahead and step aside here as they tend to him on the field. We'll be back after this.
The ones you love deserve you at your best. That's why St. Francis has built a healthcare system designed to empower you to live an exceptional life. As your healthcare provider, we're here to meet your unique needs. Because when people come first, life is beautiful, adventurous, joyful. Whatever you need for a happy and healthy life, you'll find it at St. Francis Healthcare System, where people come first.
Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
So back here, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And a man in motion. They're going to hand it off. And he'll be brought down for a loss of maybe a yard back to the 20. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. And it was Darius Graham, the running back for Poplar Bluff this time. So 3rd down, 3rd and 5. .35-35. So no time limit either. It's just you try to score and that's it. Other than the play clock, there's nothing working against you time-wise. 2 receivers on each side. Snap. Edmondson throws. Complete. Enough for the first down. Down to the 9-yard line. Down to the 9-yard line. 1st and 10. First and goal from the 9. Got a couple subs here for Poplar Bluff as Edmondson heads back to the huddle. First and goal from the 9 for Poplar Bluff. Set up under center, step back to pass, rolling to his right. He's going to keep it himself. Spins, knocked forward, down past the 5. And they're going to mark him down at the 3-yard line. It's second and goal. Second and goal for the Mules here in overtime as they break the huddle with 8 seconds on the play clock. Sets up under center, steps back, hands it off, running it up the middle, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. And that'll make it 41-35. Now let's see what Poplar Bluff does if they go. Looks like they're going to just go ahead for the single extra point. Or at least that's how they're going to line up. Let's put it that way. And the kick is up. And it's good. So 42-35. As the Tigers will get a chance now to try to score, tie it up, force another overtime.
So we will tell you about Allstate Hester Agency. Experience what it's like to have an insurance agent who truly cares about you. Allstate, the Hester Agency, you're in good hands with Matt Hester.
All right, so we're just going to stay on the same side of the field. We're not going to switch. College switches ends.
I guess that works.
That's, less movement. It's easier for everybody.
Less time consuming.
Yeah. We wasted enough time starting the overtime. So it will be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Spain will set up 2 receivers to the left, 2 men in the backfield. Handing it off to Boyd. And Boyd will hit the line, and it'll be no gain. 2nd and 10. We got 2 receivers to the right side this time. Spain will hand it off to Boyd. He's going to bounce off the line, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield for a loss of maybe 2 or 3. They're going to say 3 back to the 28. They say 3rd and 14 now. Spain back to pass, rolls, throws, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Is that Landrick McFerrin? I think was his intended receiver. 21.
That was him, yep.
Yep.
So 4th and 14. Ball on the 29.
That was another, I think, Chandler, another one of those situations. He was ready to run before he caught the football.
Yeah.
He started to kind of turn downfield.
Well, he was wide open, so see what they can do here, though. 4th and 14. It all comes down to this.
And Cape Central will take a timeout.
Talk it over a little.
It almost looked like there may have been a little bit of confusion between Jathan Spain and the sideline. Maybe he wasn't quite sure what play he was going to run, or they wanted him to run. So it'll be 4th and 14 with a 7-point difference, 42-35. Poplar Bluff on top. Here in the overtime number 1. Hopefully it'll be more than one overtime.
I hope so.
You feel that shake? No? It feels like the bleachers might be shaking a little.
People getting a little excited.
People getting excited, yeah. It's subtle, but you can kind of feel it if you stand real still. 4th and 14. Three receivers to the right. One to the left. Yep, one to the left. Boyd in the backfield. Spain back to pass. Rolls to his right. Throws. And off the hands of the intended receiver. And that will do it here. The Tigers will fall in overtime. 42-35. One heck of a game. What a game between these two teams. All three, this one and the last two, all close games. The first one, the Tigers won 14-7. That came down to the last second. They won the district championship 22-16. That one came down to pretty much the last few minutes. And now this one goes into overtime. And Poplar Bluff escapes after giving up a 2-touchdown lead. And they'll end up winning 42-35. So we will take a short break, and then we'll be back with the postgame show. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Life is full of unexpected twists and turns. When you need a helping hand, Allstate agent Matt Hester is here for you. He believes in protecting what matters most to you, from your home to your car to your life and everything in between. Allstate's Matt Hester can tailor a personalized insurance plan just for you. Contact Matt Hester today and experience what it's like to have an insurance agent truly care for you. Call 573-334-0996 or go online for quotes. You're in good hands with Allstate's Matt Hester.
Are you ready to transform your space from drab to fab? Look no further than Stone Mountain Flooring, your one-stop destination for all your flooring needs. Whether you're revamping your home or giving your office a fresh new look, Stone Mountain's extensive selection of high-quality flooring will inspire your imagination and elevate your space. From LVT to carpet, tiles, and more, Stone Mountain has the perfect flooring solution for you. Call 573-335-8050 or visit Stone Mountain Flooring on Seamers Drive in Cape.
Is your life stuck in a rut? Or maybe you just need to schedule time with friends. At the Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center, we offer short-term personal enrichment classes, such as motorcycle safety, photography, sewing, painting, ballroom dancing, and more. Visit our website at capectc.com for a full listing of classes we offer.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers.
Call Dutch. Dutch. Call Dutch.
Honey, I am so tired of our old, outdated bathroom.
It's too expensive, and remodeling the bathroom takes forever.
But I heard Dutch Enterprises and Luxury Bath of Southeast Missouri have a way to transform our bathroom faster, easier, and more affordable than most complete bathroom remodels. Dutch does custom work where we can pick out our own design, and I heard it can be done at a fraction of the cost of a complete bathroom remodel.
Now you're talking my language. Let's call Dutch Enterprises to schedule a free in-home consultation.
Call Dutch.
Get in the game and show your support for your Central Tigers sports with Garber's Menswear. Their community-driven brand proudly supports these young athletes, fostering teamwork, dedication, and sportsmanship. Garber's has been a community staple in the town plazas since 1960, and they're proud to support our youth as they grow into adult members of the community. Join them in cheering our student athletes on to victory. Together, Garber's and our community can build a brighter future, one game at a time.
Go Tigers!
Best of luck to Cape Central Tigers from Strickland Engineering. Providing mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and industrial engineering, Strickland Engineering has solutions for a variety of clients. Reach out to Strickland for surveying services as well. Find Strickland online at stricklandengineering.com. That's stricklandengineering.com. For your local engineering excellence for over 40 years, Strickland Engineering is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers. Go Tigers!
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football at Cape Radio 95.7.
So back here at Cape Central High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And Chandler, a tough one to lose here at home, especially when you come back, you score 2 touchdowns to tie it up to force overtime. And then, unfortunately, you just can't come away with that touchdown to tie it up to force another overtime. There's a question of should they have gone for 2 instead of kick the extra point when they scored there towards the end. But, we talked about it kind of, and it's one of those things where if you didn't get it, then you lose. So, kind of be like, why'd you go for 2 instead of kicking the extra point? But, they made the extra point, so, why didn't you go for 2? So, I don't know. It's one of those, it's a tough thing to decide.
It is. But either way, this was a good game. Both teams played hard and came down to an overtime win for Poplar Bluff. So, of course, next week, Ryan, I will not be with you. I'm going to be actually over calling the Jackson game. They're going to be traveling to Poplar Bluff, so I'll get to see the Bluff play one more time.
Yeah.
One more week. And then the week after that, the two of us will be back together at Jackson doing the Central and Jackson games. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's 2 weeks from now. But, yeah, next week I will be over at Jackson over on 104.7. And that will be an away game, so that'll be at Poplar Bluff next week.
That'll be a fun drive.
Yeah. About 2 hours.
I'm going to tell you right now, the worst part about that drive is when you're driving to Poplar Bluff. It may not be too bad right now because we haven't done any kind of time changing yet, but there's always the sun is always right just in your eyesight, just right in your eye line. Basketball is the worst when I'm going towards Poplar Bluff for basketball. It's always, I think, and that's because of the time change. It's always right there, and it's always just low enough to be under your visor if you put your visor down, but still high enough to where it's not being hidden behind the horizon. It's the worst. So let me give you some final stats. These obviously aren't official. I believe I may have missed a couple at some point. But I have Boyd for 161 yards, so he has at least 161 yards. Let's put it that way. And Zaire Thomas with at least 68, and Jason Spain with at least 12 yards rushing. Boyd had a rushing touchdown. He had 2 rushing touchdowns? No, just a rushing touchdown. Yeah. And then receiving, Paul Tran had 101 yards, at least 101 yards with a touchdown. Keyshawn Boyd had at least 8, and Zaire Thomas had at least 9 receiving yards. Spain threw for at least 87 with a touchdown and an interception. And Zaire Thomas had the 35-yard touchdown pass to Paul Tran as he started the game off with scoring. His first score of the game, he threw a 35-yard touchdown pass. They had the flea flicker. So, yeah, Boyd had 2 touchdowns. Thomas had a touchdown on the ground and through the air. And Tran had a receiving touchdown. So, he's still, it's not the way you wanted it to end, that's for sure. After being down 2 scores and like we said just a little while ago during overtime, actually it was probably during fourth quarter, there were empty seats people had left, after Poplar Bluff, I think, had scored that second touchdown and went back up by 14. Well, that's one of those things where you leave, during the 5th inning because somebody's winning 10-1. And then you're halfway home, let's just see what's going on. You turn it on, and it's 10-10 in the 10th inning. It's like, no, why? So hopefully, if you did leave, you at least tuned back in just to check in and see that it came back down to another game came down to the wire, and we went into overtime this time. And unfortunately, the offense kind of stalled out there at the end, and I'm going to blame that giant gap between the fourth quarter and overtime, where it seemed like nobody knew what exactly. The referees didn't quite know how to start overtime, I guess. I don't know. There was just a huge gap in between the end of the fourth quarter and actually starting the overtime. But, like Chandler said, he'll be at the Jackson Poplar Bluff game next week, and the Tigers will be on the road at Park Hill Central next week taking on the Rebels. And I don't think the Rebels I don't think it's been updated yet let's see. No, it hasn't been updated yet. They're 2-0 coming into this week. They played Fort Zumwalt West tonight. Nope, that's not the right. That was Hillsboro. Park Hill Central is 2-0. They played at Potosi tonight. And that one has not been updated. So, I'm not sure exactly how good Potosi is, but I'm thinking Park Hill Central will probably be 3-0 coming into next week.
Wow, okay.
And the Tigers will be at a 1-2 record as they face off next Friday night in Park Hills. So that'll do it for us here. For Caleb back at the station, for Chandler to my right, I'm Ryan Winkler, and I'll see you next week at Park Hills.
We just got to get that mentality that we got to score every time we're on the field. Let's go!
You've been listening to Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM News Talk. This presentation of Cape Central Tigers football has been brought to you by Allstate Hester Agency, Cape Career Technology Center, Dutch Enterprises, Garber's Menswear, St. Francis Medical Systems, Stone Mountain Carpet, Strickland Engineering, and DollarSavingDeals.com. Join us next time for more Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM.